Et salut YouTube. On se retrouve pour la suite de The Outer World, blablabla, les réseaux, etc. Oui, pas envie d'embêter ce soir. Venez voir sur Twitch, c'est toujours bien. Let's go. Je vous le mets. Voilà. Ah. Oula, attendez. 2 petites secondes. Attendez. J'arrive. C'est normal, j'arrive. Hop. Je fais ça. Ok, voilà. Bonsoir. Me voilà. Alors, qu'est-ce que je voulais faire moi? Ah oui, le module de faille. Je vais aller chercher. On va chercher le module de faille. Que j'avais là, mais j'avais pas envie d'y aller tout de suite. Parce que je voulais le module de faille pour terminer cette quête-là. Qu'on aille là. Je vais mettre épée là. Et on va aller grimper à la quête principale immédiatement. Là, alors, attendez pour moi. Je baisse un peu mon son. Voilà.
Protector is subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important. The mental refreshment process increases tractability.
Allez, acquérir le modulateur de faille. Oh, gueule. Oui, et j'ai fait des changements aussi sur les armes. J'ai donc un pistolet léger là, avec rafale accélérée et viseur, et j'ai un revolver électrique. Donc normalement j'ai fait un un gros bond côté DPS. D'ailleurs, hop, un petit champion du protectorat. Paf. Voilà. Tac. Par contre, c'était ça. Lorsque les points faibles de votre cible sont touchés, ceci devient marqué, dégâts sont augmentés. Il faut toucher un point faible. Rien là-dedans. Il n'y a rien. On se casse. Je suis installé bizarrement sur ma chaise. Hop. Je m'en remets droit. Voilà. T'inquiète, regarde, hop. Ouf, headshot. Terminé. Ouais, grosse usine, ok. Voilà. Cher. Il a pris cher os quand j'ai tiré dans le gun. Oui. Un crochet. Ouh, bonjour. Moi, j'ai confisqué. Ouais. Si j'avais message, attendez. Là. Oui. Voilà, on ne sait jamais. Toutes les infos sont bonnes à prendre, même si c'est long à lire. Ça peut toujours être aidé. Et ça peut toujours aider pour régler des problèmes.
Not to question the gift, but I'd expect a lot more personnel around for a lab of this size. Where is everyone?
Attention IRC staff. Please head inside for an important announcement from the console. Attendance is mandatory.
Be more surprised if it was optional. At least that explains where everyone went.
Fastest way forward is through!
Hop. Encore une là-bas. Il y a des bugs quand même de récupération. Toujours. Bon. Je suppose que c'était pas comme ça qu'il fallait le faire, mais tant pis. Je suppose que c'était ça. Ah oui, j'ai récupéré ça aussi, en double saut. C'est une quête secondaire quand je faisais un peu d'amélioration. Je voulais prendre un niveau et j'ai eu un double saut. On pouvait l'avoir très rapidement dès le début, mais vu que j'ai pas fait toutes les quêtes de la première planète, je ne l'ai pas vu avant. Donc ça aurait aidé énormément.
Due to an anomalous
C'est calme,
event,
c'est
the
très calme.
interstitial hall in Exhibition Tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the protected anomaly modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further
Voilà.
queries and
Il y a une faille
studies
ici.
to the lead researcher's office.
Pour de la sécurité ici. Oui, il y a personne.
Listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I
Oula.
address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone.
Voilà. Ça me donne envie d'aller faire le truc de rafraîchissement quand même.
Not a time for that. It is a time to celebrate the bravery of our once and future sovereign. So dry those.
Ça me donne envie d'aller au truc de rafraîchissement quand on entend ça, quoi. Franchement. Après, je peux y aller faire un tour, hein, ça coûte pas grand chose. Ah, allez. C'est pas bien, je sais. Tant pis. Vu qu'il y a le grand consul et qui dit que l'autre s'est fait laver le cerveau, autant aller voir. Je vous le dis, hop, c'était ici.
Remember, collective cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When we comply together, we thrive together.
Hop, on descend. Et c'était là. Allez. And this choice is the best choice. Oui, qu'il y avait des trucs. Déjà.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
And a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to abrade your imperfections.
I'm Head Refresher Gould, and I guarantee when you exit our doors, you'll be a
Productive member of our perfect society again. Soon you'll say,
goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
I don't know what in the void we just got hosed down with, but it's, kinda nice.
Chut, j'aurais pas dit ça comme ça. Mais déjà, on peut plus faire demi-tour.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how.
Greetings, subject, or should I say refreshed to see.
All happy and contented, and others are not.
Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
I think a few bulbs burned out and this one's upstairs. Play along. We should be able to get past.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment.
Des questions, va te faire rafraîchir.
Facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid waters.
Why, of course. Naturally. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal.
For making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Head Refresher Gould says mental refreshment increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies unforced
lave le
inclination,
cerveau.
and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Venez
I've
vous
undergone
faire
the procedure
lobotomiser.
myself several times, they say, and look at me now. Never
C'est la
more
soirée de la
dead.
lobotomie. Venez vous faire lobotomiser.
Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
The paradigm requires it. That's why...
Greetings, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Wellnetarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective.
Je veux sauver la galaxie.
Incorrect, but your response has merited a yay-sayer verbal commendation for exceptional tactfulness in the field, allowing you partial credit. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the
Je suis ce qu'on me dit. Le protectorat, c'est bien.
peak efficacy, without error, perpetually. Each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a
3.
traitor,
Vous êtes un connard.
being
1.
dead.
Crevez. Ma ferveur est sans aucune limite. J'aime le protectorat. Vive le protectorat.
Incorrect. Wait, processing. That was correct. No subject has ever answered that query accurately before to date. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true subject of the Protectorate is beyond measure. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, and mischief? Unacceptable. Obsequious denial detected. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you?
Cette phrase. Il était toujours si discret. Je n'ai jamais pensé capable de tuer quelqu'un en cette phrase. Ah, je m'attendais pas à ce qu'il la sorte. C'est trop marrant.
Unsatisfactory response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phrenometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation score total 150 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful Protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed one floor down, where you will be directed further. Or realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
To liberate is to cause ruin.
Comme si j'allais m'habiller.
Refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Crater is unique.
Wonder what it says about us that we got mistaken for patients.
Overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Oh la vache, ils en foutent des produits. Comment ils te lavent le cerveau.
Greetings, new person. You have a query about
Chiottes.
answers to questions and their questions.
V'là aux chiottes, mais rien de...
Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Hello, please proceed to the lecture.
It is the duty of every protector is subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability.
Je cherche des infos, moi, quand même. C'est plus intéressant. Il a l'air d'y avoir grand chose ici pour l'instant.
The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
Il y a des problèmes.
Technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, how mentally refreshed are you feeling today? Rounding up for clarity / responding approvingly. Our refreshment facilitators will be pleased with your progress. I am responsible for providing each subject with their medicament dispensement has concluded for the day. Response. Medicaments are stored in medicament storage, the office in which this unit farewell statement.
Console is the firm hand that guides us. Mental refreshment keeps us on task, free from doubt, efficient, perfect, and thus we enjoy amity, luxury, and resplendence. The system provides, the system abides.
I'm realigned with the paradigm.
Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When we comply together, we thrive together.
Oh, a new face. Well, I'd welcome you to the Wellnetarium, but the designated subject creator ought to have attended to that by now. I was once a victim of imperfect thoughts. Oh, I had so many questions. But my questioning days are long gone.
Oui.
Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help and a little work, you'll never question again.
Ouais.
Questions are an unmistakable sign of worry, disquietment, and worst yet, rumination. Once the mind is a thing of symmetry, vexatious agitatements simply waft away. As every loyal and dutiful protectorate subject knows, thinking is best left to our betters. You've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean. But you should take that up with the medicament dispensement automech directly. The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments. 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 I see you found the lecture as edifying as all the others here. Good, good. Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of the prescribed curative regimen. Head Refresher Gould provides us with daily lectures in audio cartridge form to steer group thinking. As they say, to think together is to together thrive. Upstairs the audiovisual aids office, of course. Though that area is off limits to all subjects not a part of facility staff or security.
Oui.
Very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants access to all mid-privilege priority areas.
Oh putain.
You must mean the lathe of particularity. One assumes you haven't had a session with Head Refresher Gould yet. You'll soon learn all about it firsthand. You'll feel
Merci.
ever so much better once your
Bon,
phronometric
on avance, on a passé un peu plus.
She sure ain't asking many questions. Though I figure that's the aim of this refreshment nonsense. Bastards.
Là, par là. Non, pas du tout. Pas du tout. Est-ce que là... Ah... J'ai bien voulu le limiter. Et il y avait... C'est quoi si j'utilise là?
This unit's current work task takes priority. Conversation. Farewell.
Il n'y a rien du tout en fait ici. C'est vraiment juste...
Apologies, but an automechanical's work is never concluded.
Il doit bien y avoir des trucs.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Classic here on Crater is uniquely special.
Il y a un truc derrière, mais je peux pas...
Process more refreshing than ever.
Allez.
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
Heads up, rival life forms.
They sneer at our contentment.
Subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The
Non.
requires it. That's why
Just give the signal.
Back in business.
Influences confirmed.
Tac. J'ai pas pris de risque.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
Oh, les médocs. Il y a un truc là-bas. J'avoue qu'il va sûrement y avoir un moyen de passer. Je peux pas y accéder donc...
responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Tout ça pour ça, ok. C'est déjà ça de prix. Alors. On va monter au-dessus. Est-ce que je peux pas aller en dessous?
Eyes up. Hostiles.
Peut-être deux trucs à faire avant de... Ok. Donc, hop. On va aller de l'autre côté. Trop rapide. Oups.
Look at him. You court slow, Commander.
Voilà. Il y a ça de sauvegarder juste avant. Chien que j'ai pas assez de messages, j'aurais bien reprogrammé pour que l'autre fasse le botomiser. Ça aurait été drôle. Et bonjour à ceux qui viennent de rejoindre. J'ai vu le compteur monter. Bonjour, bonjour. Voilà. On a beaucoup qui arrivent d'un coup.
Let me know when you need a distraction. How are you still alive over there?
Tiens, viens me soigner, toi. Oh putain, il y a eu un petit temps. Tant pis. On va y arriver. J'ai pas envie d'utiliser ma trousse de soins pour ça. Ce serait clairement overkill. Hop. Oh, j'ai loupé. Allez. Voilà. T'inquiétez pas, on me voit plus. Tout va bien. Tout est terminé. Allez. Tac. Je pouvais neutraliser un truc, je le fais. Ça va me faire les chiottes, quoi.
Duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
You've gained privileged access somehow.
Ouais.
Our superiors must have arranged it.
Hop, une carte de tossball. Hop, comme ça je peux ressortir par là. Parfait. Bon. Donc j'ai fait tout là, on va pouvoir voir l'autre vieux là. Parce que là évidemment que je peux pas. Il va falloir le persuader assez fortement, je pense.
Could have sworn no one was due for hours. Wherever is your chart? Wait, you're not a patient. You're not even a protectorate subject, are you? I see it now. You possess the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
This must be the lead scientist. Wonder if he's also had the pleasure of being refreshed.
Well, out with it. Who are you?
Non.
Such a brazen display of derision of protectorate ways. How unexpected. How provocative. This presents a rare opportunity to hone my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here?
Bien sûr.
Tell me truly. Speak plainly. For one of our adversaries, I'm sure. I have a proposal for you. I'll provide you what you wish if you debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology in a reasonably competent manner. Oh, listen to this one. If I win. Don't you worry your oddly shaped little noggin about that. I simply require diversion. Something novel, perhaps even a light challenge. I am confident I will convince you of the superiority of our ways and gain you as an ally. A capable one presumes, since you made your way here. And if not, what would those nincompoops in Auntie's Choice make of our methods? Or the walking, talking abakai of the Order? There's a good sport. Do try to keep up. So, what of the Order? Our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation. What say you of them? What I may find personally satisfying is irrelevant. I think first of my community. Thought is an affliction to the base cog. Rampant, unrestrained rumination leads nowhere pretty. Though your point, while gratingly expressed, is noted, albeit grudgingly. What say you about Auntie's Choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists? That actually sounds to have some slight merit when you put it that way. I mean, such a system would leave behind the general public, though. All our friends and neighbors. Your point is not completely without worth, I suppose. Only mostly. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare. Not word for word, no. I do take certain liberties from the Sovereign's Handbook, a beacon to the cosmos, to inhabit the spirit of the work and give it a dramatic, scientific air. I understand you meant that as an insult, but I refuse to be baited by those either jealous or ignorant of our ways.
Imaginez pouvoir débattre de façon...
Oh, that does sound rather engaging. Regular discourse with near intellectual equals, likely less of them singing. Though, of course, it does depend what we'd be debating. Well, you've raised some interesting points, I suppose. Any other clever assertions you'd like to put forward before I fully evaluate your performance here?
Ah. Médecine et sciences 4.
Her opinion to me would be largely irrelevant. While I appreciate all she did, of course, there are those who are visionaries and those of us who enact vision, who make it real. I must say that was moderately stimulating, passably interesting at a few points even, almost intriguing. Now, what next? Oh dear, I don't understand how the machine works, only how to use it. The technical specifications for the lathe of particularity are in my office in the next room, hidden in a cache behind a frame on the wall. Pick up the cap to open it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have a schedule to maintain. So many minds to refresh, so little time. Feel free to scavenge around. It's not as if anything you find here will be any use to your masters.
Dans le bureau, faut soulever le casque. Bien. Pas moyen de prendre la clé illimitée? Parce que je pense qu'il a... Alors, on va juste regarder ça. Oups. Il l'a pas. Il a les clés du coffre, mais il a pas de clé illimitée. Je sais pas où on l'a. Faut quoi? Passe prioritaire illimité. Passe prioritaire illimité. On arrive là. Ça a l'air d'être un truc quand même. Ah, c'est une quête quand même qui a. Ouais, c'est une quête que j'ai pas été prendre. Ok. Et qu'il y a des factions. D'accord. Ok, oui, donc c'est en gros, il aurait fallu que je fasse. Ça. Ok. Et ben, pourquoi pas. Hop, allez.
That scum. That miserable scum. To think he would stoop so low as to overthrow the sovereign. I shall not rest until the consul pays for his treachery and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated. Do you truly believe this to be a fine time for a snide remark? Now, I fear how my fellow subjects will respond to this news. I believe that most will remain loyal to the sovereign, but I will need to deal with those who strayed. I shall attend.
Que je me dis si ça peut apporter des infos. Autant en profiter.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with committing to a side. Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway?
Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your
I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
Bonjour.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Oh, I didn't realize I was talking to such a big wheel. Afraid I still need to check your record with us, big shot. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time, unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're the questionable sort who we do business with, but you're definitely not our best friend. You should probably consider accepting our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice hollow advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Fine, go on in. We're used to questionable characters like you being somewhat difficult. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, amble through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk. They can contact Vice President Hewitt and provide details on our exciting contract opportunity.
Ok. Hop.
Next, we have Reginald Oswald in proprietary insight acquisition, demoted for playing confidential.
Quel enfer toutes ces pubs.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine, well,
Perhaps a strategic step backward.
Oh, si.
When I first come to respect you, Commander. Not just, I'm glad to hear. It was just not to get too maudlin, but I'm used to losing. I said, anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Sure.
C'est ça. Hop. Ok. Je peux pas modifier le checkpoint. Oh, le nom de pub, l'enfer.
Approaching station. Client intake.
Enfer, ils voulaient mettre ça sur le vaisseau, dans mon vaisseau. Quel enfer.
This is first class.
Oh.
ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters.
J'adore.
It's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products.
Il y a peut-être beaucoup d'espace perdu. Hein. Ils auraient pu mettre encore plus de pubs. Ah bah voilà. C'est là. C'est là.
Hey you, soldier with the, got a delivery for an Inez Silong? That you? I mean, I'm sure it's you, considering there aren't many of you folk running about. But I've got to ask, company policy.
Yeah, it's me all right. Who is asking exactly?
Hey, just a courier, friend. Nothing funny like. A soldier named Ortiz hired me to find you, if I could, and deliver this message. Our policy is to never accept a job without full payment and insurance fees up front. As a reminder, we don't offer return to sender service unless you pay double plus expediting charges. Until next time.
Whoa, ain't heard from Ortiz in months. When we get back to the ship, let's give this a watch.
Que ça, j'en utilise tellement. Voilà. Après, ils demandent d'acheter, ils en mettent partout. J'achète à tous.
Whoa, this looks better than I ever dreamed of. Reckon you can buy, sell, and eyeball just about any commodity worth having.
You will live the life of an evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventurist.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
New conglomerate Andy's Choice.
Feeling queasy? Seeing
Les docs.
Unrelated bric-a-brac. We got your at unrelated bric-a-brac. We offer own feast your.
Et voilà, j'ai surtaxe quand même. Oh, le prix ici. Faut que j'allais acheter des trucs, toi. Je regarde, c'est tout. Oh, et c'est bon. Ils ont mis des machines de vente partout.
Well, welcome, future repeat customer.
Des casques. Dans la protection, il n'y a que des casques. Ah non, il y a des armures, pardon. Je suis aveugle. 22. J'ai une armure à 22 en fait. Voilà. Je regarde. Ouais.
Tramacular. Arriving any moment now.
Faut refaire des trucs parce que si je veux un truc par mes gardes.
It's all right. Stand up tall and act like you belong here.
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of your
Oui, c'est bien, c'est correct.
Self-determinist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to
Leurs lunettes. Je m'achèterai pas les mêmes.
Disposable agent program. As in Ida, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. Idas help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of... And you can see here as soon as I'm finished. Where was I? Oh, yes. Because...
Putain.
You'll find VP Hewitt right...
Ascenseur? Non. Bureau de Tati Cléo, bureau de machin.
Wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. Yet they are indubitably one and the same. By coming into my employ and helping to secure Auntie's interests, you are directly manifesting a stable future for this colony.
At Auntie's Choice, we make things happen. If you want to move something along swiftly, you come to us. If you want to endlessly dither about numbers, talk to the Order.
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen.
Alors.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert.
Allez.
Wonderful! This is the kind of wily adventure in self-determinism you will absolutely not regret. Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers. And what, pray tell, has them so aggrieved?
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities
Oui, bien sûr.
to repay us like this?
Ah, ça c'est bien les dirigeants qui pensent qu'ils offrent des choses de fou à leurs employés. Bien sûr. Bien sûr.
Wonderful.
I have.
Faut que j'aille sur Praetor. Praetor. Non, cela, mais après je les ferai peut-être en offline assez.
Commander, wanted to chat with you about. Ain't heard from Ortiz and. If he's spending his hard-earned bits, would you watch the message with me?
Oui.
Fella from my old unit. Good buddy of mine before I was discharged. Didn't have a way of reaching out neither. Thanks.
Alors, regardons. Allez.
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hid it good. Whatever you're doing is... stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me? Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope.
Ok, donc avant, j'ai... Donc je suis en train de voir en même temps à côté, il faut que je fasse ces quêtes de faction pour ce qu'il nous disait qu'on pouvait... parce qu'il y a les négociations et qu'on pouvait faire un compromis entre les deux qu'on disait à Augustine de Vries. Et donc pour faire qu'il y ait un accord, on puisse le mettre tous les deux, il faut que je fasse les quêtes de faction. Donc je pense que je les ferai hors stream. Parce que c'est juste monter la réputation pour qu'ils soient tous contents. Mais j'ai pas forcément envie de perdre du temps à les faire ici. Donc là on les fait ce soir, on commence tranquillement et à voir où j'en serai au prochain stream. Voilà. Instant choice. Par contre, je sais que celle-là, j'ai pas eu les autres quêtes. Pourquoi j'ai pas eu les quêtes combattre des ombres? Faudra que je regarde ça.
Saw something like this just before Auntie's Choice took over Tau Ceti. Didn't end well for the bosses, I'll tell you that.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates!
That's right, folks. Keep it
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing and
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause? We're causing trouble. We just found out that we're basically slave labor. And now we're learning to stand up for ourselves. We need the proletariat to yield to, worker subjugation by xenophobic proxy? No, that ain't right. But it's something that sounds super fancy when Will explains it. Honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a reasonable schedule. But the damn overseer. I think she's getting rich off of breaking our backs. I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred. That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up in her office, and we're definitely making her miserable.
No more bottles on factory floor! Time for unlock master door!
Venting frustrations don't normally involve, you know, an actual vent.
Heads up! Make some space! We've got a sanctioned, non-employee professional caller coming out!
Ah merde. Non, non, non. Non, 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 non. Non, 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 non. C'était là.
This ain't like any negotiation I ever been a part of. Not that I've been part of many.
Heads up! Make some space! We've got a sanctioned, non-employee professional caller coming out!
She's been out for a week. Can't believe what I'm losing on a...
Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule, and is making me look quite the fool. Unsophisticated, impertinent, dim-witted. You'll fit right in with my peons. So, maybe it'll make sense to you when they babble about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences.
I reckon she's got her wires crossed. Basic dignity is what Auntie's Choice promised us when we signed up, so long as we were good at our work. And while we might have faced grave consequences back on Tau Ceti, it was under old management, who were trounced rather thoroughly in the end, I might add.
Nevertheless, here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work, and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to.
Oui.
What? No, that would never... Well, actually whipping them might keep them awake and on task
Non,
better
mais
than the
sérieux.
time we give them. Why the nerve you have. I am running this facility because I am an invaluable resource. Because I am
Personne n'est
indispensable
indispensable, ma
to Auntie's
belle.
efforts.
Personne.
As a managerial administrativist, and when
Absolument
I say
personne.
it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary, unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further out of hand. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dummer? Dumbly? Dunbar, it's Dunbar. If I'm honest, my gaze is purely focused up the ladder, not down it. I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that status scantily involves learning the names and faces of my peons. Their value is in providing their minuscule contribution to this mighty and prestigious corporation. And by providing their maximal effort, they allow me to ascend, vacating this position so that one of their undistinguished masses can fill it, thereby becoming distinguished. Well, that's all fine and good in your system. But here in Arcadia, it is Auntie's needs we cater to, and right now, her need is you convince Dumbly Dunbar to get back to work. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation, so everyone can get back to work. That clear?
Oh la pute.
Yes, well, I'm sure you'll manage. Auntie has faith in you, therefore I shall too. Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud.
Mais quelle connasse. Ah! On s'est ouvert, oui.
Avoid the strike. They should be after blood.
Est-ce que je peux aller la revoir?
Welcome back, Amelia. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this, well,
Non, je l'ai donné direct au...
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer of
J'ai pu le...
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12 hour days.
Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer of your office.
Il est là? Non, il est pas là.
We shouldn't pay for Adrena time. No more bottles on factory floors.
Il est où?
Bathroom doors. If you won't let us sleep or eat, you can't charge us for stimulants!
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Settle my complaints? How exactly you planning that? Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is poor labor retention techniques. What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that. Right, exactly. The conditions under which Auntie extracts our labor is, unacceptable. They're egregious, even.
They work 20-hour shifts, which require stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
It has been incredibly difficult. And very, very messy. And finally, we realized we'd had enough. Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Thank you for your...
Vu que j'ai des trucs normalement sur elle.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
Welcome back, Amelia. Auntie and I continue to have high hopes that you will come to shine under the spotlight of our illustrious gaze. So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays?
Alors pas 8.
12 hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. I suppose that's true. It wouldn't take much to put enough pep in their proverbial step to make up for 2 lost hours. Their overall productivity might even improve. That would translate into... All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's choice. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. What in the void are you talking about? My greed is certainly doing no such thing. What? No, I would never. That's slander and or libel. And you can't prove a thing. Well, fuck. That's quite the rub, isn't it? All right, what do you want? I don't know why you would waste leverage on them, but I suppose you've got your reasons. All right, they'll get their Adrena time, and you'll get all the bits I got on me. Is there more they ask? They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. Oh my. You're probably right. It's been so long since I've shared a facility, I've forgotten how unpleasant it can be. I trust your insight and will leave it unlocked from now on. What more do they want? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but...
Regardez. Ouvrir normalement. Il n'y a pas un truc. Non. Dommage. C'est dommage.
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? Is she willing to see reason? Well, that certainly is disappointing. But I suppose we'll manage. An extra 2 hours off a day will make life a little easier, at least. What's next? She willing to see reason? Free? Really? Why, I'd surely have lost that bet. I figured we'd ask for free and settle for wholesale. You're a miracle worker. What's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. By which I mean, that's great news. It'll be such a load off. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions, we'll return to work with vigor rather than dread. Thank you.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair cream now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her ankles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all.
Yeah, I was starting to have the same thought.
It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Thanks to you, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get back to work.
Going back to work under Auntie's choice ain't exactly my idea of success, but at least I'll have better terms to labor under now.
Conspirateur d'emploi. Je sais pas ce qu'il veut, mais... c'est pas très choice.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand you did what you must. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision,
Alors là, je vais pas parler de toi plus que ça. Ouh, level up. Level up, level up, level up. C'est ça que je... Persuasion. De revendication incontestée. Oui, bon, on va avoir la cinématique à chaque fois. Hop, hop. Ouvre pour un petit coup de fatigue. Région, hop. Market compliance. Ah oui. Oh.
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little manty-was. Well, out with it.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
Euh,
Yes, well, I can understand how you'd feel that way, but in time, you'll understand that Auntie's Choice is the best form of consumer proprietorship humanity has ever created.
You even remember the old Earth corporations? Didn't treat their employees an iota as well. No chance to better yourself at all. Got what you got, which was next to nothing. Now, any other uninformed insights you're looking to share?
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor.
Alors là, t'as cru que ce sera en ta faveur. Oh, t'as de l'espoir.
Well, I suppose I can't argue with the truth of that.
Anything else you'd like to report? Now that's the compelling attitude we love to see in an ameliorator. Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered. And it was an ideal first step in effecting my monopolistic mercantile methodology play.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art.
Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes lack a certain subtlety, though. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Praetor. Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important. Fine. Auntie and I agree it presents possibilities.
Ils veulent aussi lobotomiser leur personne.
Oh, do tell. I hope you gathered supplemental materials and recruited the scientist as well. Oh, all right.
I, for one, care little for the completion of stretch goals. You managed to avoid being mentally refreshed. That demonstrates considerable pluck and fortitude.
Now, I assume you won't mind we have a few questions about the process. Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology, and that will all no doubt prove useful. But we're most interested in the technology and its results. Can't say I like the sound of that. Seems like they'd be difficult to market to.
But truly unfortunate. Those without desire or drive make terrible customers. They can barely even be considered consumers at all.
What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional details? Anything especially marketable?
Non, mais je peux aller voir.
Ah, good to know, good to know. Excellent. Well, here's your reward, along with something extra for your effort. Too bad about the lead scientist. Converting him would have earned you an above-average payout. All right. For your next assignment, well, it's something of an organization.
Ah oui, mais vu que je l'ai fait avant.
Congratulations. Your storied success has earned you a whole entire minute with our illustrious leader, Auntie Cleo.
So your preliminary chores are complete. Oh, finally, a contractor with a little backbone. Normally they flee or expire, leaving the work woefully incomplete. Ah, I remember you from before. Fairfield, yes? Tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization? It's true, the old corporations cared little for the individual, whereas I'd like to see each and every one of our employees rise from the refuse heap, like I did. Do hope you forgive these two. They're competing for a rather significant promotion, you see. Tends to make employees
Oui,
fractious,
oui, oui,
like
bien
young
sûr.
ursopods cooped up in the den. Well now, time's wasting. Do you know the archive on Cloister, the moon-sized computronic contraption?
As you will no doubt recall, it was responsible for creating the monopolistic mercantile methodology plan, our current operations manifesto.
That old hat again.
Whether or not I yet have full confidence in the strategies it devised is presently irrelevant. Regardless, I want it back under our control as soon as possible.
Protectorate forces occupy the area. All of them, it seems.
Yet, a skilled operator like you could lead the charge, slip in where a larger, less cost-effective force might falter. Little sabotage, some well-timed calling of reinforcements once you retake Spiraton. Voila! The Protectorate are gone, at a fraction of the projected price otherwise. And if you have some calculations you want to run on it first, fine. Our goals align. Just give us the archive when you're done. Sure, it'd put you on the Order's bad side, permanently, hostilely, but I'm certain you're prepared to accept that. Who cares if a bunch of bookish academics are mad at you, right? I await your additional queries with bated breath.
Alors, attendez. Est-ce qu'il y a moyen de... Ouf.
Former headquarters of the Order on Cloister. The Protectorate have it under control. You recapture it, our forces will move in.
There's a lift outside the archive from Spiraton. Once you activate it, all those troops will come spilling in to help you.
Bon.
Pull this off, you'll be handsomely...
This is exactly the kind of...
I can meet you there once you've breached its defenses.
Splendid.
As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen.
Ok. Et bon, je vais m'arrêter là pour ce soir. Tranquillement. Et je ferai les quêtes en off, à part si j'ai pas de temps, et on continuera tranquillement. Voilà, voilà. Sur ce, ciao YouTube.